Inside the lion's share, up the steps to the loft, is Two Ducks, a fine dining pop-up restaurant that hosts guests once a month. The owners, Dante and Danny Romero, are chefs and brothers.
And how old are you? What's the age difference?
4 years. 4 years, 35. I wasn't gonna say it, but
Who was the favorite of the family?
I'll answer that. Dante. Yeah.
You were the child, you were the favorite
I
of
was the baby of the family, so yeah.
Their food, Baja California inspired using French technique. The first dish,
This dish is a scallop tartare, we call it, with fennopolen hollandaise with Osetra caviar.
that is delicious.
in the kitchen.
This happens every single day in every kitchen.
Danny teaches me how to put together pastry bags, first filling it.
Tuck it all the way down. Do this little spin you have to do.
Okay.
You have to get all the air bubbles out of here.
And then I try.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Looks pretty good to me.
At the table, I taste the second dish.
This one is a goat barbacoa with a sweet potato veloute.
The flavors of their cuisine, incredible. You can taste notes of where they're from.
We came from a small town called Calexico, a border town about 2 hours from here.
It's a town with a lot of Jack-in-the-Box restaurants.
There's a 7 in a 30,000 people town.
As kids, they got tired of eating fast food and began experimenting with food of their own. Dante remembers being 9, making waffles for his 3 older siblings. But when he was ready to eat, the waffles were gone.
And I started crying. And my dad comes out and he's like, "What's going on?" And like, "Oh, they ate all the waffles that I made." And he ended up taking me to Denny's, but everyone wanted to go as well. And he's like, "No, like,
You ate all his waffles.
Eat all his waffles." So he just took me.
Did you get waffles when you went to Denny's?
No, I got the French toast.
So growing up, how did you guys get along?
We fought a lot, like argued a lot, but we got along overall.
Do you still ever get into fights in the kitchen now?
We argue, for sure, but it's usually constructive.
And you speak Spanglish to each other when you argue?
All the time.
I think that's when you know it's getting real.
Yeah, it's getting real, yeah.
They both attended San Diego State, but found themselves drawn back to the culinary scene, working in kitchens across San Diego. Danny worked at the 3 Michelin star Addison. The idea to open a pop-up was always on his mind.
Started as like a certain idea, then it just kept bobbing and weaving into what it became.
For a while, they hosted them in the Mission Hills nursery.
So when people would walk in, you'd see the look of surprise on their face. And for us, it'd be like, yeah, I know it's weird, but just wait, you know? Like,
Stay with me on
yeah,
this.
stay with me, exactly.
They cooked inside a shipping container while guests dined in the garden. The dinners were magical.
You're outside, it's nighttime, stars are above you, and you're surrounded by all these plants.
Now their pop-ups have a permanent home, and they prepare for the dinner service with a secret ingredient.
Who's the bigger Taylor Swift fan?
I would say Danny listens to her more than I do.
Right, Danny.
But
Whose idea was it to start listening to Taylor Swift?
It's our old prep cook, Clarissa. Yeah, she would just play it all the time when we were prepping at the nursery. And then when we came here, she brought it over here too. And it just became like a ritual.
The final dish.
So this one is 2 ducks. One is a dry-aged duck breast, glazed in piloncillo, which is like a Mexican brown sugar.
This is so good.
That's
the
awesome.
char that you have on this.
The name Two Ducks is based on the Aesop's fable, The Tortoise and the Ducks. The message, remain humble.
Do you guys look around now and think like, here you are, both cooking out of the same restaurant, your owners, you have your own pop-up, like, and you're doing this with your brother, like, does it feel real sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, but you definitely have to stop and do it intentionally.
everything is just like a dream come true in a way where we started a project, and then now owning a restaurant is just insane.
Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.